The other contribution that we noticed, design thinking really seemed capable of driving a search for higher ground versus common ground. Right? Here, anyone who's spent any time in being forced onto a committee of any kind will know that one of the problems we have in business was pointed out by Herb Simon when he coined the term satisficing. Satisficing is like one of my favorite things in the world because it so totally captures exactly what goes on in organizations. When you satisfice, you pick the least worst solution everybody in the room will agree on. Right? As opposed to optimizing, where we find the solution that best meets some kind of criteria. Now, why do people in organizations continually satisfice, kind of reduce themselves to the lowest common denominator, so that often the idea you come out with is actually dumber than anybody came in with? Right? We do that because we don't know how to find higher ground. The dilemma is that same diversity of background and perspectives that we know is critical to helping us get out of our individual boxes and think more creatively, that same diversity absolutely makes having a collaborative conversation very difficult to do. And in most situations, managers just kind of get lost in the attempt to find consensus around an answer, so they agree to kind of split the difference and leave the room. Right? If that's what collaboration is about, then we should really give it up and let individual people go off and make decisions. Right? Because everyone's worse off because of that. What design thinking did, we saw, was to raise everyone's game in the process by leveraging difference as a positive force. Right? We know that difference is a theoretically positive force, but one that most managers find a lot of difficulty actually accessing. What design does is create a set of tools that make this process easier. So think of a design tool like visualization. Right? As soon as we start putting things up on the whiteboard and people start picking up markers and moving things, we move towards a deeper understanding of each other. When we come together in a process that looks for deep insights based on a set of conversations with customers, right? Those are shared insights that design thinking gives us tools to create together. And those insights allow us to agree on design criteria. And once we've agreed on design criteria, we find that the best ideas speak for themselves because it's our alignment on the design criteria itself that makes possible consensus on any particular solution.